Hi everyone. I've always been stuck around the idea of eyes. I've always been in there about revolving about what eyes is, what eyes actually is. Why does eye manipulates your thoughts? Why does eye makes you think? By like eyes view something and makes you think, oh maybe this. Why if my eyes watch other expressions, others expression and creating my own perspective over that expression. How my eyes work. I always been fascinated with the beauty of eyes. Eyes, I think there are many people say eyes lie, eye is a liar, something like that. And I kind of have a different perspective about eyes. Beautiful creation by the human being, but bare creation by I don't know the god, the science, how he created. I don't know, but I like about the eye thing here is eye is very fascinating thing, right? First of all, we need to understand what eye actually is. It is like from a perspective of other science, that it's like something. Eyes is something we simply eyes makes us to look around. Like it gives us the visual expression. We can see the visuals through our eyes, right? So this is what an eye is actually is, and I kind of okay. This is what an eye is actually is. But the problem comes here is if I looked with my eyes, my mind have a perspective. And about the eye actually is something I have very much things to explain. Yeah, eye is something like the word eye is a driver or drive who drives our mind. Eye is something people say mind is a powerful thing, but the eye is the powerful thing. Eye is more powerful than the mind. Eye is a eye is a driver. Like we while we're walking we see many things, we only notice a few things, right? But our subconscious mind notice many things. How? Because I see it, because these eyes could see it. And while we're walking the world moves so fast, we think the world moves so slowly, right? We feel that the world is moving so slowly. It's moving not slowly, it's moving in the normal speed, but actually the world is moving so fast. The cars are going so fast, people are walking too fast, people are the things are changing so fast, the thoughts are changing so fast. Everything is fast in this world. It is fast changing world. It is constantly change is constant, right? Change is constant. But our eyes is at our normal speed. We see everything okay. We when the when this speed bike came, we think it's quite normal. Eyes has make us realize it's quite normal. The eyes actually lies on. I kind of eye is something that we need to avoid. By with the help of I, we should not have our own perspective and opinions because we have seen that. We watching doesn't makes the perspective. Only hearing does. We have to like open our every senses to have a correct uh, perspective over something. It doesn't mean that it will give us a correct perspective, but it will give a reasonable perspective rather than only having a perspective over just looking at something or hearing something or hearing something or thinking of something or sensing something or touching something doesn't mean we have to use every senses uh, to actually get a good output with because eyes we see things, we make things with our eyes. And I don't find it good. Nowadays, we see the brands, we see the people wearing, and we make a perspective. What if I could wear that? It will look good to me. But in fact, in reality, we could not view ourselves by our own eyes. Doesn't this didn't your this idea fascinate me? We cannot see ourselves. Yeah, we see ourselves in a mirror, and the science has figured out to see something through our eyes looks from making one mirror in a 90-degree direction. But uh, I don't think we cannot see from our eyes actually the original, right? There is a mirror. There's a second opposite to view ourselves. We never view ourselves. So I just not nothing to view ourselves. Eyes never show us the inner thing. It will show us the outer thing, the outer world, the outer looks. So we should be avoiding the eyes thing. We should not see a person or not visualize or not make a perspective over one person just because I looked at that person. I don't see like this is how racism started, I guess, because people eyes believe that boom, the sky is black, the sky is white. What if I could not see anything? I could not view any colors. What will happen? I will not make perspective over or perspective on my thing over others like white is good or black is good because there is something we could visualize and it has created that kind of a thing. So we have created discrimination or inequality over a period of time. We see like what the brands has ever created. They have only created an item that is eye pleasing and mind pleasing. If your eyes is pleased, the mind will automatically please. But what about the body? That body has never pleased. While you sleep down, you watch your phone for 5 6 hours. You feel like your body is pleasing, but actually your eyes and your mind are pleasing. It makes you feel like okay, I'm pleasing, I'm having relaxed time. But your body becomes fat. Your body will be unhealthy. You have many diseases over a time because we only get stuck in our eyes pleasing and hate pleasing and mind pleasing, right? So we have to think for every senses. We have to think for what if I do this, my like it will take time to get that power within you, like for about power of something like to to think from every kind of a senses. For example, it will go good for my body if I like fall down if I jump from big wall. Definitely not, right? So you have to think for every senses. Like for example, uh, it will be good if I just scroll a TikTok for 5 6 8 hours a day. Yeah, for eyes it will be pleasing. At some point, eyes will also get frustrated by that light, right? But eyes will get more pleasing, mind will get more pleasing because you don't do anything while you think body is getting pleasing. But body is not designed to be in the one position for a many time. Body is actually made not to not it is not actually designed to sleep. It's designed to work. It's designed to go. Legs actually designed not to stand still for uh, 8 9 hours. It is actually designed to walk. It is actually designed to run. It is actually designed for many purpose. Like every part has a purpose and you need to understand what is the purpose behind your part. If you understand every purpose, you'll find the purpose of life because you have find your purpose of every sentence, every part you carry, because you are carrying yourself. Look, you are carrying yourself. You're not carrying the whole world burden. You're carrying yourself. So how fascinating it is to understand this idea that you need to know the actual purpose of the thing. Yeah, that's all. Like uh, how the world is designed. What are you designed with? That matters more, I guess, than any other things in this world.